Hello everybody, this is Knoxef, and welcome to episode 8 of Terraria Masters mode, but I suck. And if you remember, in the last episode, we had just defeated Plantera. And so in this episode, I want to defeat Golem. That is my goal. But there's a lot of powering up we need to do before we can do that. First of all, we need to take on and explore the temple, which is what I'm doing right now. So I have the grand design, and the grand design is a wiring tool. And the big gist around the temple is that it is filled with traps, and all of them are made using wiring. So using the grand design, I can disarm all the traps and continue along my path safely without being killed. Alright, so now I'm ready to enter. We can now enter. I want to try to light up the whole entire thing because I'm going to be here quite a few times. I also gotta watch my health, make sure I'm using potions and using all of my healing abilities. So looks like there are lots and lots of spikes, so I'm gonna need to come back with a pickaxe and remove all of these. Looks like there'll be a pretty big room up ahead. Oh, and I'm dead. Alright, so I've came back and I've removed all of the spikes and we're ready to continue on. Looks like it curves round like an S. And looks like there's quite a few wires up ahead and quite a lot of wires below me, so I'll need to cut those. But before I can cut wires, I got to get rid of all the enemies around me. Okay, so this room looks pretty small. I'm just cutting all the wires, because cutting all the wires disarms all the traps. It's pretty simple. I'd recommend anybody to get the grand design. It's very useful. So we're just going to continue on, making sure that all of these traps are disarmed. I want to be absolutely certain. Ah, I'm dead. This is tough. Alright, so continuing on after getting rid of all the spikes. That's a lot of lizards. Alright, so heading back down. I'm pretty sure that is the final room down below us, because it seems to be very, very long and big with wires, which probably means it is the room. When we get there, we'll have to see how big it is. Hopefully it's quite big, because the larger the room, the easier the golem boss fight will be. Does it split? Oh, no, it doesn't split. I thought it split for a second. Okay, so we are about to head into the final layer. Just cutting some more wires and dealing with all the lizards. I do not want to take any chances. I don't really want to die again. Speaking about not wanting to take any chances, I gotta watch out to make sure I completely disarm absolutely everything. Also, I've also looted through the chests. So if you're wondering, oh yeah, look through the chests, don't worry, I've already gone through all of the chests. So yeah, that's nothing to be worried about. Looks like we are coming up into the final room, and there you can see the lizard altar. That is where we summon Golem, and that is where we're going to be doing the final boss fight. So let's hope that this is big, so I can begin my exploration. So now that we've kind of completely gone through the Golem room, there's not much more we can do in this temple before we take on Golem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the dungeon, as then I can get some more Spectre armor and Spectre bars to power myself up. Alright, so I'm here at the dungeon, and after Plantera, the dungeon gets a lot harder. So we're going to have to be very, very careful to not die, because it's going to be very easy to die. So right now, all of this place, it's just as before. There's nothing new. But as soon as we start getting to lower levels, you'll start to see new enemies spawning. And these new enemies, they bring a lot more good loot. And the main thing we're trying to get is Spectre armor. And Spectre armor is the second best mage armor, and what I'm going to be using to defeat Moonlord. And so this is going to be basically the last armor update. Upgrade, sorry, not update. Anyways, to make this armor, I'm going to need ectoplasm and chlorophyll bars. So it's going to be very important for me to grab a lot of ectoplasm. I'm looking to grab about 52. And as you can see, there's like a pallet in here, and this is one of the new enemies. So if I can just take them out with my bubble gun, so it does a lot of damage. And as you can see, I got one piece of ectoplasm, or two pieces actually of ectoplasm. So combining that with other stuff, I can craft the best armor that I can get at this stage. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here for a while, and I'm going to need to farm up a lot of ectoplasm. So I'll get right ahead and I'll start doing that. I have a lot of space in my dungeon, but I think I'll stay here, as it's relatively center, and I think it has lots of spawns. So I'll stay here, and I might do a time lapse. So enjoy this time lapse of me farming in the dungeon. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. As you can see in the time lapse, I crafted full Spectre armor, a Spectre pickaxe, and a Spectre hamaxe. And now I'm completely ready to take on the next boss, Golem. Golem boss is known for being really, really easy, so I might be over-prepared. So I'm about ready to summon him. I have my buffs, I have everything. I might be a little bit over-prepared, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Then again, I have a bunch of summons, so I think I'll farm him repeatedly if I don't die. So, looks like Bubble Gun is a bit hard to use, as it's hard to get close to him, so I'll mostly be using my Razor Blade Typhoon. Looks like I'm doing good damage. He's almost onto his second phase. Golem has two phases, one where he just jumps around, and the second one where his head comes loose and starts firing lasers at you. Either way, I think we're very close to the end of the battle. This battle has been super easy, and there we go, we've defeated him. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have one last time lapse in this episode, and I'm going to farm Golem until I run out of summons. Alright, that was pretty easy. So now I can open up all of my treasure bags. 7 of them to be exact. Wow, that is a lot of good loot. Looks like I have a Staff of Earth, which is a magic weapon, although I'm not planning to use it. The Stinger, which is range damage, also I'm not going to use. Really, the only thing that I am going to use out of all of the golem drops are the money, the Pixor, and the Golem and Sunstone. Alright, so I'm back at base, and I am now ready to sell everything and sort everything. So all of this I really don't need. Beetle husks, I think I'm going to save some just in case I want to make like beetle wings. I don't really know. Sunstone I need. I have golem I need. I have 1 pixel reserved for me so I can throw away the rest. I also want to keep 1 relic just for my collection. And then that's really it. So I think everything else I'm gonna keep. I'm just gonna look through recipes. Is there anything that I can craft? Sunstone, I can make the celestial stone and make this celestial stele. I can make the destroyer emblem. So if I take the warding, oh sorry, the Avengers emblem and the Eye of Golem, I can make the destroyer's emblem. All this stuff I think I'm gonna start crafting, and I'm gonna upgrade all of my gear with these great new drops. Alright, this is the end of the video. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the very, very next video. In the next video, we'll be taking on a bunch of new events before taking on Moonlord, so I'll see you then. Goodbye!